This is Howard Walensky for Skype. I'm speaking to Dawn Kairns out in Boulder, Colorado. Dawn has a new book out called Maggie, the Dog Who Changed My Life. And what's the story with Maggie?
Well, Maggie truly did change my life. Maggie was a dog, Howard, who she was very unusual with her eye contact, and she really did find the depths of my soul when she looked into my eyes. Um, Maggie taught me the importance of heart over head, and I'll add intuition and gut to that as well, um, and being overdoing.
So then you wrote a book. How long has the book been out?
The book was published July of 2008,
Okay.
so about 8 months.
And then recently you started to promote it using Skype. What's the story with that?
It's interesting. It actually came about a little bit by accident. I was in South Padre Island over the winter and met with some women who belong to a book club. They decided they would like to read my book and really regretted that I was going to be gone for their next book club meeting. And we realized that my husband had Skype ability on his computer. The other woman, one of the women in the group, had Skype ability on hers. And so that's how the idea was born for this one interaction. And then I started thinking, wow, there are book meetup groups all across the country, and they actually like to meet up in person with people. And I thought this might be a great way for authors to come to their readers, because readers love to have authors come to their group.
So you had a session earlier this week with the group down in Texas then.
Right.
And so how did that go? They had read the book, and so they could ask you good questions. Was it a warm kind of reception, even though you're using technology?
Exactly. It was actually a very warm reception, very personal. It was a small book club. It was in a home, and each person came one at a time to the camera to ask me their specific questions. They had done some discussion before I came online with them, and so pretty much they used the time to ask me the questions they wanted to ask me about my book. And we spoke a little bit on Skype as well as by phone afterwards, and it was a very empowering experience for all of us.
So what does the video part add?
I think it adds a real personal piece. You can make eye contact with people. You can see the facial expressions. Words are such a small part, really, of our communication. The nonverbal piece is huge. So I think it brings a more personal element to it.
So do you expect to be doing more book groups?
I do. I mean, I already have some local things planned where I'll appear in person. But this has opened up a whole new idea for me to reach out to the meetup groups, because the meetup groups, just by virtue of the fact that they met in person, I hadn't tried to contact. This gives me another direction.
So if one of these groups wants to get in touch with you, how do they do so?
Okay, they can do it via my email, which is Dawn, Dawn, Kairns @yahoo.com. They can go to my website and contact me through my website, www.dawnkairns.com. Or they can reach me by phone, 303-579-0547.
Well, listen, thank you, Dawn, and good luck with the book, and good luck with Skype.
I'm going to hold my book up, if I may. This is Maggie, the Dog Who Changed My Life. Don't know how well it's coming across.
Well, it's coming across great, and I do appreciate your sharing that.
Thank you, Howard.
Take care.
Thanks for having me on. You too.
Bye now.
Bye now.